God committees. Scarce organs. Table Ta. Definition. What is a scarce organ? Scarce organs are a critically rare resource gathered from the human body that require a complex delivery system in order to decide who receives it. Supply and demand. Currently, there are around 123,000 patients requiring an organ transplant. Only a combined total of 28,000 organs were received in 2011. 8,000 people will be expected to die in that year alone. Below is a chart of the total organ registrations. Waitlist. Depending on the organ, the expected wait will vary. Some individuals will wait years before they can receive help. Below is a table of the organ and its respective median national waiting time. So who lives and who dies? Today, you are on the God Committee. After reviewing the following scenarios, your task is to decide where to allocate the organs. While your decision will save the life of one patient, it will cost the lives of others. The names and faces of the patients have been altered, but the scenarios are based on real-life events. Oh my God. Patient 1. 17-year-old Tatiana Baker received a heart-lung transplant from the University of Minnesota that went terribly wrong. Doctors at the hospital accidentally used donor organs of the wrong blood type. Tatiana is now on life support and requires a second transplant, although her chances for survival have dropped severely. So you choose. Should Tatiana receive another heart-lung transplant? Using your iClicker, click A for yes or B for no. Patient 2. 54-year-old John Rollins was in need of a liver transplant as a result of his pancreatic cancer. Unfortunately for John, he wasn't very high on his geographical region's waiting list. Fortunately, John is a billionaire and is able to fly to Tennessee, where his waiting time is significantly reduced. However, this will let him skip over someone who has been waiting for over 4 months. You choose. Should John be allowed to transfer regions in order to skip ahead in line? Click A for yes or B for no. Results. Tatiana received her second transplant after being on life support for 2 weeks. Shortly after the transplant, all her brain function had ceased. John also received his transplant. He continued to battle pancreatic cancer and died 2 years later. Current versus proposed wait lists. Excluded candidates: 3As of advanced age, AIDS or positive HIV status, and alcoholism. Also cancer. The 4 lines of thinking used when deciding. The physician's interpretations. Patients' or surrogates' wishes. Cost-benefit considerations. Need for research to improve our scientific understanding of transplantation issues. The 7 principles considered: equal treatment, favoring the worst off, maximizing total benefits, social usefulness, united network for organ sharing point system, quality adjusted life years, and disability adjusted life years. Other proposed systems: the complete lives system, and also the lottery system. Critical thinking questions. What criteria would you use to evaluate who gets a scarce organ first? Who do you think should be the person or people that play the role of the God Committee? Is it ethical to give a person who will live, as long as they get a scarce organ, an organ before giving it to a person higher on the waiting list that will still die? Should patients have the right to put their names on more than one waiting list for scarce organs, manipulating the system to possibly get an organ faster? Should foreigners be allowed to be transplanted with American organs? Should people be allowed to sell their organs? Should family members of the deceased? And here are references, and we're done.